It's an important point here because I remember the press releases at the time that the minister, of course, is now back in government, but I mean she's not here to respond to that, so it would be unfair to try that further. But is there a kind of a higher level of reflection, not just about the substantive content, but what it tells us at a deeper level about, you know, I don't know, the difficulty of systems change or really transformational change, because it had high hopes, as you said, and it hasn't really delivered them. So is at least that question also being asked in this particular case, or don't you think it arises here?
Any institutional change is likely to be complex and, as you say, have lots of moving parts. I think that's a very fair analysis. And it will be challenging. Now, some of the NRW issues that you refer back to are quite specific about a particular area of the business, but others, you know, in terms of organisational design, may have wider resonance. You know, if PAC wants to consider on some of the kind of, you know, cross-organisational points brought out from these recent experiences, because you've taken a lot of evidence over the course of the last couple of years as a committee, you know, I think that would be helpful, and we would value that. We try and learn from everything that we do. Where we have all the levers, it's obviously easier to, you know, self-evidently to direct the outcome. Where we're working with partners or others, that is more tricky, less control. And the other thing to say is the relationships then between Welsh Government and those arm's length bodies or those other institutions also need to be looked at. That's also part of the governance arrangements that obtain.